The day a goat embarrassed me in front of the whole village is the day I will never forget. I swear, if the ground had opened, I would have jumped inside. People were laughing so hard, even the old men holding walking sticks were shaking. And the worst part? It was not even my goat. It all started one Saturday morning. My uncle had asked me to go fetch firewood. I carried my axe and rope, and I was ready. But on my way, I passed through the village square where a big meeting was happening. The chief and elders were sitting, everyone was listening. My plan was to just walk past quietly, but that goat, yes, that cursed goat, had another plan. The goat was tied near the square. It was white, dirty, and with eyes that looked like they knew secrets. I don't know who tied it there, but the rope was weak. As soon as I stepped near, the goat looked at me like we had unfinished business. I didn't even look back, I just kept walking. But before I reached the other side, I felt something pulling my wrapper, cloth tied around my waist. I turned around. The goat was chewing my wrapper like it was sugarcane. I shouted, "Hey," and tried to push it away. But instead of leaving, it pulled harder. The wrapper almost fell off my waist. I held it quickly, but now everyone had turned to look. The chief, the elders, children, even my crush. The whole square was laughing. My hands were busy holding my wrapper, my axe fell down, and the goat just kept chewing. That was how my embarrassment started. I don't know what I did to goats in my past life, but they always find me. This one must have heard about me. It was not a normal goat. Normal goats eat grass, yam peel, cassava. But this goat, it wanted cloth, especially mine. The people in the square were shouting things like, "Leave him alone," and "The goat has chosen its victim." That only made the laughter louder. I was wrestling my wrapper with one hand and holding the goat's horn with the other. Imagine fighting for your dignity with a goat in front of your entire village. When I finally pulled the wrapper out of its mouth, I thought it was over. I started walking away, but the goat followed me. It was dragging its rope, and people were clapping like it was entertainment. One elder even shouted, "Give them space, this is a real battle." I wanted to disappear. The goat didn't just follow, it started bumping me from behind with its head. I almost fell face first. I turned and kicked the ground near it to scare it, but the goat didn't care. It lowered its head, ready for war. I picked up my axe, but of course, I couldn't use it. If I harmed the goat, everyone would say I was wicked. Plus, it wasn't even mine. So I just ran. Yes, me, a grown boy, running in front of the whole village with a goat chasing me. Children were rolling on the ground laughing. That was only the beginning. The goat wasn't done with me yet. It wanted full revenge. By the time I reached the small market near the square, the goat was still chasing me. My wrapper was loose, so I had to keep pulling it up while running. Women frying akara, bean cakes, stopped to watch. Traders selling tomatoes left their tables. Even the man roasting suya, meat, turned his stick just to laugh at me. I thought maybe I could hide between the stalls, but the goat found me every time. People started clapping like it was a drama. Some shouted, "Catch him, goat." Others were saying, "Don't give up, boy." Nobody helped me. They just enjoyed the show. At one point, I climbed on top of a bench to escape. The goat stood below, looking up at me with its evil eyes. It even tried to jump. Its rope got stuck under the bench, but instead of stopping, it pulled harder until the bench almost turned over. That was when one tomato woman shouted, "This goat wants to kill somebody's child today." I was sweating. My chest was hot, my legs were shaking. But still, I couldn't jump down. Every time I tried to move, the goat shook its head like it was saying, "Try it and see." Then a boy from the crowd threw groundnuts at the goat. Instead of being distracted, the goat ignored the food and just stared at me. People laughed louder, saying, "Oh, this goat is personal." By now, the whole story had spread. People who were not at the square came running to the market to see the drama. My name was on everyone's lips. Some were even singing, "Goat and boy," like it was a song. The worst part. My crush, Halima, came to the market to buy palm oil. She saw me standing on a bench, sweating, holding my wrapper with one hand and my axe with the other, while a goat guarded me. She covered her mouth, but I could see she was laughing. My heart broke into small pieces. Suddenly, the goat yanked its rope so hard that the bench tilted, and I almost fell. People screamed, but mostly they laughed. I had no choice but to jump down and run again. The goat followed. At this point, the crowd was following us like it was a parade. I tried to hide behind the cart, but the goat pushed its head through the space and still found me. A woman carrying bananas shouted, "Hey, just marry the goat and end the fight." Everyone laughed like it was the funniest thing in the world. I tried to trick the goat. I ran to where cassava peels were thrown away and threw them on the ground. I thought, yes, this will stop it. But no. The goat sniffed them, ignored them, and continued after me. People were almost collapsing from laughter. One man shouted, "Maybe the goat thinks he is grass." Another said, "This is his destiny partner." I had no choice but to climb a mango tree. My wrapper almost fell off while climbing, but I held it tight. The goat waited under the tree, rope dragging on the ground, not even moving. It just stood there, staring at me. Children gathered around, chanting, "Come down. Come down." I stayed in that tree until the crowd started to leave. Some went back to their stalls, others went home to tell the story. The goat was still waiting for me. My legs were tired, my body was itching. I couldn't stay there forever. Then my friend Musa came. He saw me in the tree and started laughing immediately. I begged him, "Please, help me. Just take the goat away." Musa said, "On one condition, you give me your roasted groundnut tomorrow." I shouted, "Take it. Take everything, just save me." So Musa went, grabbed the goat's rope, and started pulling. The goat fought back, but Musa is strong. After some struggle, he dragged it away. I climbed down quickly and fixed my wrapper. My pride was already gone, so I just wanted to escape. But even as Musa pulled the goat, it kept turning its head to look at me, like it was saying, "This is not over." That day, I went home and locked myself inside. My uncle asked me, "Where is the firewood?" I told him, "Ask the goat." He didn't understand, but the whole village did. For weeks, people called me the goat's best friend. Children would see me and shout, "Me." Some even tied small goats near my door to mock me. And even now, whenever there's a gathering, someone will always say, "Do you remember the day the goat chose him?" And the laughter starts again. Till today, I don't understand why that goat hated me. Maybe it was jealous of my wrapper. Maybe it wanted to shame me. All I know is, I can never see a goat without remembering that day. And if you think this story is funny, just imagine me running in front of the whole village with a goat chasing me, while holding my wrapper like a scared bride. That was my life.